It's Sorted in Waterdeep, and that's a 4-day holiday, but this has been a busy blur, and that's what this recap is for. There was an explosion outside, and some more confusion, because of things that Dodger said. The cops out there was collusion. They went after the robot friend here. They went after the robot friend here. Anyways, the cops soon saw here was cleared by a masked lord. Who knows what he said, but I bet it was a cod word. Anyway, Nevin and Oi went on an adventure. They bonded and made gems and opened the box and saw it made magic cards and made some of the dogs, but some of them had no face. They had no face, something was weird with those dogs. They had no face, something was weird with those dogs. And Dodger went to a church with his good friend Koyos. They were collecting clues to find who the explosion do. They tracked it to that church and the robot who did it. Their name was Nim, but there was a robot made by him. They were told to go find another robot figure, but instead the pair stole Nim to the mansion delivered. There were mysteries, let's go on and add some more. There were mysteries, let's go on to add some more.
To find who the explosion do. I wasn't going to interrupt you, but I was not going to let you get away with it.
I felt like there were definitely a point where he was, where it's like, well, didn't think out this rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
You had the first bit and like the very good Nim who built him, but then the rest kind of.
Luke does a very good job for the information he has.
It's true.
It's true.
And I did all of this during the pre-setup before everybody got here and while people were getting here. So, I mean...
Yeah, no one's going to hold... actually, no, that's exactly what we're doing.
I refuse to hold anyone accountable. Luke, you're amazing and beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, please let me level.
All right. Oh, yeah, we'll see if anybody is going to level in this, the second year of RPG Pals.
We hit level 3 in a year?
Look, some campaigns are slower than others. We're just a realistic interpretation. We have to make sure all spectrums of the D&D lifestyle are covered, like showing up late and...
We're having a great time for the level 3.
Has it even been a week?
No.
Okay.
It's been about 4 days.
We haven't even gotten through a 10-day.
Yeah, we're on coming of age time here.
Extremely in a coming of age timeline.
Yeah, 7 years from now, we're going to get to where we're going.
I mean, we don't really care about this overarching mystery. We just care about these dogs and these character moments that are better than what Gary Gygax has written for this
Eventually,
game.
I want to take these dogs to, let's see, where's the next one? Salt Marsh? And then to hell.
Yeah, Bulldog Skate.
Bulldog skate!
All dogs go to hell? I'm Gina Dazer. My pronouns are they, them. I play Navenia Drexel, a changeling sorcerer bard whose pronouns are also they, them. Who's very nice and good and loves all dogs, whether they have faces or not.
And I'm Eric, aka Rhythm Bastard, he, him, and I play Oi, the punk drow monk. Also he, him. And I have to look up the Christmas rapping karaoke version for when I edit this episode. Just throwing that reminder in there for this part.
My name's Madison Rowan, she, her, and I play Koyos, the a crocodile lizard folk druid who just really loves dogs. And also I have Barry, the most important of all of the dogs. There are so many dogs. I love them all.
Hi, my name's Gar Atkins, but you can call me Sahoni, and I use he, him, and I play Dodger, a cleric of sorts who's also a wolf boy of sorts, who also uses he, him.
And I'm Sam. I use they, them, and I play as Kier, the dandy warlock hexblade warforged. That's the order of the words. He uses he, they.
And I'm Luke, your game master, leveled up and more powerful than before. I use he, him, and the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Alright, let's get into this game. So, last time we checked in, everybody went to sleep, eventually. So, let's go and check in on what they are dreaming of. Who wants to go first as I talk to you about your dream?
Who wants to roleplay first?
I'll jump on this dream grenade first.
All right, Romy, as you're jumping on this dream grenade check.
That's an awesome band name, just saying.
It really is. Or a move in Psychonauts.
That's better.
Romy, a wisdom check here, Oi.
All right, 18 plus 1, 19.
Oh yeah, you are definitely going to be remembering your dream.
Okay.
And, you did actually email me dream notes, so do you want me to tell you what you're dreaming of?
Yes, please.
You were dreaming that you are back in the Underdark and you're looking after a cage and there is a tiny spider that is in there. And then that spider rapidly starts to get bigger and bigger until it breaks out of the cage. And then you have like this 50-foot spider that is coming after you.
Okay, I'm going to uppercut the shit out of that spider, 'cause fuck it.
Roll a wisdom check.
Okay, 12.
That is not enough to hit this massive murder dream spider, and it gobbles you up.
No!
And you wake up in a sweat.
Ugh.
Oh, he's not gonna have to roll a new character?
He will in his dreams.
Oi had a Vore dream.
Yeah, luckily.
What if in Oi's dreams he was Mr. Rogers?
What if Mr. Rogers' dream he was Oi?
Too many layers.
We gotta go deeper.
No.
All right. Who wants to see their dream next?
Bing, bang, boom, I'm up.
Sorry, my mind is not processed. Was that Gene?
Yeah.
Okay, the bing bang boom was very uncharacteristic.
That's Morning Gene.
Look, Morning Gene's a sassy radio host.
I forgot about that fact.
Gene and the
Yes, 'cause
detective in
it's-
the morning. Bringing you into work.
Meow! All right. So, Navinia, you are... Well, roll me a wisdom check.
Well, I rolled a 15. My modifier's +0. I got a 15.
Oh, yeah. You will remember your dream.
Delicious.
So you find yourself in a tower that you distinctly remember. This was the tower that you and your siblings were found in.
I don't like it.
But as you look to the left and look to the right, you're in a large green sci-fi-ass test tube. And you look and there's just infinite rows of other people in these test tubes alongside you, going in both directions. And you feel as though the fluid in this test tube is becoming more and more heavy. And you do not have a good dream as you wake up feeling as though it had started to constrict and put a lot of pressure on you.
Gross. Gross.
Yeah.
Gross. Cool, thanks. Cool. Appreciate it.
Who wants their dream next?
I do.
All right.
Okay.
Roll me a wisdom check. Let's see if you're going to remember your dream.
I'm pretty okay at wisdom. I rolled a 5. That's a 17.
Yeah, you will remember this. You are in a opulent mansion. There's pictures of people on the wall, well-dressed nobles, but it looks like it has been recently abandoned. What are you looking for in here?
What? I guess who it belonged to, the story, the history behind this. Can I look at some of these pictures?
Yeah, it looks to be a family of humans, but you don't recognize
Creepy.
any of them. You do see a mirror, though. Do you look in the mirror?
Sure. Well, no, it's a dream.
Staring back at you is a large panther.
Ha, that's not right.
And that is when you wake up.
I like you just like shooting out of bed and just like, that's not right.
I'm not a cat. I don't go meow meow. I go wolf boy, wolf boy.
Wolf boy. You know, like a Pokemon.
That's the sound that wolves are known to make. Wolf boy, wolf boy.
Yep, wolf boy Pokemons.
And then Koyos or Kier.
I'll go.
All right. Kier, roll me a wisdom check.
Love to do it. As soon as I remember which of these shapes is 20, it's an 18.
You will also remember your dream. Lots of dream remembering going on here. You find yourself in the blue city that you had dreamed of once again. You are inside a house, and the just energy and radiance of this, you can almost feel it in the dream, as though you are connecting to this place from your real body into this sort of astral dream form that you are in. And as you look, you find what seems to be an orb sitting on a table in here, and you touch it and it starts blinking. And then you wake up.
Dang, I'm actually just sitting here thinking about that orb. Good job, Luke.
You gotta think about that orb. Koyos.
I'm really curious about what Koyos dreams about.
Same. Glad we saved him for last.
Koyos, roll me a wisdom check to see if you'll remember your dream.
18 plus 4, so yes.
Yes. You will remember every detail of this dream.
Koyos is a lucid
So
dream.
you are in one of the lakes in the lizard's, large pond. You know, it's a Minnesota lake. In the jungle of the lizard swamp. And you and all of the dogs are swimming. And the dogs are like larger than makes sense for them to be. And you're just normal size. So it's like a person swimming next to whales.
Oh boy, big dogs.
And as you are swimming, you go and dive down deep, and there's a door in the water. And you open it, and the dogs escape, and you see, as they are swimming through this door that is way too small for them, the last of them goes through, and you look around and you see an angry-looking figure, that of Zog Teeter, that man who yelled at you when you released the dogs.
I try to swim through the door as well.
The door shuts, and that is when you wake up. All right, that's enough for this episode of RPG Pals Club.
Thanks for everyone.
You can find me.
Yep, so everybody wakes up, and there is a knocking at the door. Dodger, I'll say that you woke up first.
Yeah, okay. So I think Dodger is gonna, wander down the stairs looking still just very extremely puzzled by this, and just, testing on his mouth, meow. Meow? No, that's not right. And then go to open the door.
In front of you is a large Lockston man. You remember this to be Antonio Panteris, who looks slightly surprised to see you, but also, he wasn't sure what he would find. But this is where he was supposed to end up. And he says, Good morning, Dodger.
Morning. Why do you know where my house is? I didn't tell you that.
You did not. I was sent here by our mutual friend.
And then I think, slowly a realization dawns on him of, was Kellenvor a panther guy? I remember seeing a panther in that one time I met him. Is this related? But that's, all internally, and it's just all that's visible is, this face journey. And he goes, do you want to come inside?
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
nice. The morning is crisp.
It's getting to be that time of year. Come in.
And he, ducks down to get under the door.
Yeah, I imagine as a big elephant man would have to. He kind of goes, do you want something to drink? I think we got tea. If we don't, I think we have water.
Water would be preferred.
Okay. And I think he's gonna, mess around behind the bar and try to get glasses and water and everything like that.
Lift does not really asleep, so Lift helps.
Oh, thanks, Liv. Hi. So Kellenvor sent you?
Yes, I had a dream that Valletta, my neighbor, from the House of Inspired Hands,
Yeah.
They are going to be looking after you to find Nim, I believe you said, the construct who you liberated.
Right. Thanks for giving me the heads up on that. I'll try to pass the word and see if we can find a safe place to keep them at.
I would say Valletta does not have the time nor patience. If you avoid your house today, they will not find you nor Nim.
Well, that goes along great with what I was planning on doing anyways.
What were you planning on?
Finding Nim's friend.
Well, I also have a gift for you.
What? I think like Dodger's just so unused to the idea of gifts that he's just kind of, oh, I don't have anything for you. More water?
Do not worry. We are all given what is needed in the times of need, and you, I sense, will help those and pay back the cosmic scales.
Ominous.
And he reaches into his robes and pulls out a dowsing pendulum.
Oh, whoa. I don't know what this is.
This is a dowsing device. It will allow you to ask questions to Vore and potentially get the guidance that you seek.
That seems a lot more efficient than how I've been doing it, which is hoping he shows up in my dreams and kind of, I don't know, prayer. That feels...
Have you had dreams of Vore before?
I've had dreams and we kind of met once. That was weird. I think my relationship with Vore is, well, I have a friend, her name's Zamora, and she has an uncle who's kind of there for her, but not really, and kind of shows up sometimes, but when he is, he's like, hey kiddo. Yeah, it's kind of that relationship, I guess.
So you see Vore as a eccentric uncle?
Something like that.
So it goes. Well, I suggest if you are looking for something, Vore may be able to help you, but I must return to the temple. Return if you have your own time, and we may talk more.
Yeah, it'd be nice to actually talk to someone who knows something about anything, I guess. Thank you.
You are welcome. And he finishes the water and then heads out the door.
Okay, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Does he, drink it with his hands, or does he use his nose?
He drinks it with his mouth.
Okay. I have to ask, it's an elephant man. I've never met one before.
No, he picks up the glass with his hands and then puts it into his mouth.
Okay.
Oh, he takes the whole glass and puts it in his mouth?
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Just the entire glass inside the mouth.
And then, weirdly enough, he pulls the empty glass out of his nose. It's all...
Absolutely wild.
In a tied knot in a cherry stick.
Where did you get that cherry?
How did you do that with glassware?
The mysteries of nature.
Is that a cleric power? Will I get that?
And so, who comes down next?
I'm second.
Yep, you see Dodger as the large elephant in the room leaves.
Oh, we had a good run.
It goes back to back. Good night.
I think Navinia comes down and sees Dodger and just goes over to him and just sort of stands there in their silk pajamas and looking just really sad. And it's like,
You okay?
and they open their arms for a hug.
Okay. Dodger awkwardly hugs, but does hug in a very genuine way.
Yeah, they just give you a big hug and they sniff a little bit.
Okay.
And then they go back upstairs.
Okay.
They wave.
Bye. That was weird.
And it's about to get even weirder because Oi comes up next from the basement looking to grab a little bit of munchies after that weird dream he had.
Hey.
Hey.
Everyone's up really early today. What's up with that?
Yeah, I couldn't really sleep last night. I had a bad dream about Spider Vore.
Huh.
And I was back in the Underdark too, so it was even worse.
I think Dodger takes a second to process the concept of Vore, and then goes, I had a dream where I was a cat.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
It must be happening to everybody today, last night. What the hell happened?
A very busy night. I'll tell you about it later, but I probably have to get ready to get out of the house.
Oh, where are you going?
To throw off someone's trail.
Ah, okay.
I'm being followed.
Right.
Exciting.
Ooh.
It's just like a detective in one of my books.
Yeah, the Carly cat.
Yeah.
Well, if you need somebody to dangle off a ledge, let me know.
Yeah, I don't think we need any dangling right now, but I might need some soon. It depends on whether or not I find the person who's been manipulating our robot friends.
Gotcha. Where is he right now?
That's a good opportunity for a smash cut. Luke, what's Nim doing in Kier's room?
Nim is still working on the device that he was working on last night when you went to bed.
I'm so glad that's the answer and not mine, because my first reaction is just dancing in the corner like the save robots from Mega Man Adventure Battle Network, whatever what it was.
When you said dancing robot, I was thinking of like a what's her name from Twin Peaks.
Laura Palmer.
Yes.
I think Kier was just sort of sleeping in the chair, like eyes open, sitting still but dreaming sort of thing that robot do. Has the device changed in any way that Nim has been working on?
I mean, it's inner mechanics stuff right now, like engine-y parts, but you don't really have a good enough understanding of mechanics to know what Nim might be building.
Still putting gears into springs? Is that what are you doing?
It turns its head as it continues, like screwing on the bolt that it's screwing on, and holds up this weird piece of machinery that you do not understand.
Well, carry on, I suppose. Do you need anything? Oil, tools?
It holds out its arms for a hug.
We see another face journey for Kier. And then he goes in for the classic half hug.
Awkward sibling hug, pat,
Yeah.
pat.
Definitely says pat out loud.
And then it breaks it off and resumes working.
Right. I'm leaving. And I go downstairs.
It turns around and waves goodbye. Well, I don't think you see that.
I do not. Well, hello. Good morning.
Hey, I got word that I might have been followed, so I'm gonna be ducking out of the house and trying to throw people off and look for Nim's friend today.
Oh, you mean that your plan that you haphazardly decided to kidnap/rescue a robot from his confinement is turning out to have complications.
Dodger kind of looks back and goes, yeah, but it's something I'm willing to deal with because it's the right thing to do.
Well, I hope your new friend is willing to deal with it as well.
Better than the alternative.
Then what's Oy up to?
Oy's probably just fixing himself up like some kind of breakfast, seeing if there's like a nice beverage for him to have along with some of his patented floor mushrooms.
There's water or there's tea.
Okay, or probably makes himself a nice tea.
Do you want any help? I can try and do something to those mushrooms. You've been eating them unseasoned from the floor.
Well, I mean, the floor provides its natural seasoning, but if you want to take a crack at it, go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't like the implications of that.
nor do I.
It's a nice homey flavor.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that even if we haven't outfitted everything, we do have like cooking implements, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to try and spice up Boy's mushrooms. Not a euphemism.
Yeah.
Oh, another ship sails into the bay.
My fanfic is coming, can.
Cooking with Kier. This episode, floor mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to spice up these mushrooms,
Yeah.
just roll me a wisdom check.
Bad. Not good for me. Got a 14.
Oh, no, I mean, you make them better than they would have been. I think there's like some old salt and pepper and like olive oil.
Well, it's not much, but honestly, this is kind of where a recipe would begin, but it's still good enough for breakfast. Here.
Okay. Oi takes a bite, and then so there's the episode of Unraveled where they try to make the Breath of the Wild dishes, and
Yes.
and then they suddenly have ones where they can use butter and salt, and their brains just explode with flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how Oi feels right now. Because it's like, wait a second, you can do stuff to these to make them taste better. You don't have to just forage. Oh my god.
Wait, you know about Vore, but not about spices?
The elven book that Oi has is very specific about what it does and does not have.
It's not a
It
cookbook.
teaches them how to make furniture and do weird sex things.
Yeah.
No cooking
Called
in that
Melissa
book.
Tree's cookbook, but it's more like the anarchist's cookbook, where it doesn't actually teach you to cook anything, it just teaches you how to do stuff. And sometimes that stuff is other people.
Sometimes it's a nice shea lounge.
Yeah.
I think Kier watches this reaction with shock. Well, look, if you ever want me to show you what I've just did, because again, this is literally the simplest thing I could do, you know where I am.
Yeah. Oi is probably not that used to like good food prepared since he was just such on the bottom rung of the ladder in the Underdark. And like he's just like his mouth is just full of mushrooms. Thank you.
Hey, did you have a weird dream?
Kier just looks at you.
I had a dream I was a cat.
Oi takes a big swallow of all his mushrooms. It's like, I was vored by a spider.
I don't dream. I am a construct. That would be ridiculous.
Suppose that makes sense.
Is that when a herd of dogs come down?
Yes. A herd of dogs, which I shall name now. Because I have updated the dog list.
Yes.
List every dog.
Koyos shouting names.
He's just like coming down this. There's like, good morning, Barry, Mary, Rosie, morning, Callie, Ozzy, Bowser, Goku, Roger, and new dogs, Ripley and Columbo. Good morning, everybody. Pets all of the dogs on the way down.
The like bumpus music from A Christmas Story plays in the background.
All these dogs just bounding down the stairs.
Kier instinctively like jumps on a chair.
Shit dogs.
I think Dodger's used to it at this point.
Morning, everybody.
Koyos is up.
Yes, hello.
Morning.
I'm here.
Hey, Koyos, do you want to help me do more detective stuff today?
Yes.
Okay.
I love doing detective stuff.
I do too.
Just petting all of the dogs with just an expression.
Yeah, I think he's like, well, when you're ready, let me know. I'm gonna get, I guess, my stuff together just in case.
We have the detector thingy, right?
Yeah, we still have that.
Okay, cool.
Koyos, just while I have you here, are you familiar with the concept of cooking food?
Well, no.
Well, it's... I would have thought that we would have more people familiar with that since we're all so gung-ho about the concept of a cafe where food would be served.
Yes.
Koyos, what would you like for breakfast? I'm in a matronly mood, I guess.
We have meat?
Luke, do we have meat?
Yeah.
You do not have meat. Nobody has actually bought groceries. Everything that has been here has been food that was left over or like street food that people brought back, but even that has gone pretty quickly.
We do not.
Yeah, it's a house coming where everything is like fast food delivery. When you finally run out of like food, you're like, oh wait, we don't have anything. It's all street hot dogs and Chinese delivery.
Do we need to go get some more street meat?
No, I think that's sort of delaying the problem. We should really get in touch with the, what's the guild that would have food?
Like the Butcher's Guild?
Let's get in touch with the Butchers Guild, the Grocers Guild, and actually make progress on this. Tell you what, Koyos,
Oh, if you're looking for that sort of stuff, I think Dodger will have had a note of connections regarding that sort of stuff from his adventures before.
oh yeah.
Just on the bar.
Oh, wonderful. Tell you what, Koyos, tonight I'll cook you some meat.
Ooh.
In the meantime, I can answer the door.
Oh yeah, we got apples.
Yes.
I answer the door.
In front of you is a human who has a lot of freckles on their face and like very curly brown hair. And she says, "Oi, good morning. How may I help you? Oh, wait, no, I knocked on your door. Hi, I represent several guilds, including the Council of Farmer Grocers and the Guild of Butchers. Would you like to start getting morning deliveries of food?"
Spookily convenient. But
We invest in magical users who help us to find audiences.
now it's just plain spooky. Well, in fact, yes, we would. Now, have you been in contact with Derek? He's supposed to be facilitating our our relationship with the local guilds.
Oh, you're talking about Triple D?
Yes.
We just saw you're refurbishing, and we figured you could probably use a contact.
Well, we certainly could. Your name?
Spamuel.
I'm gonna kill you, Luke. Hate you so much. Spamuel, it's a pleasure to meet you. And I produce a list from nowhere of all the foods and meats that I would like at the cafe.
I think there's a hand that comes in from off screen with a smaller list and just slides it into their hands too.
And are you how regularly are you wanting this? And are you actually ready to open to customers? That way you would have enough people to warrant getting all this food.
Well, we plan on being open in the next 10 days or so. In the meantime, and I circle like a few items which are really like base essentials: eggs, meat, and bread, some spices, and some veggies. This is what we'll need for now.
Would you like me to start making a tab for you, or?
That would be wonderful.
The hand slides in again, and there's like 2 platinum in it.
We'll put you on the priority list.
Thank you. And do not do this again. That I am going to level with you. I feel my privacy has been violated, and now you can just check up on us regularly to see what we need and don't need to use diviners.
Well, yeah, you're already a customer now.
Right.
Too late, they've got us.
Have a good day, Spamuel. And I just slowly close the door.
Spamuel walks off.
Koyos just peeks his head out from the back, and he's just got like a whole bunch of the apples that we got from Dodger's friend from when she stole the apples off the back of the car. It's just like, we have these! Crunch, 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 crunch.
Cookie Monster.
Just, yeah.
Have you ever seen one of those videos of, like in Florida where they have the crocodile and they put the watermelon in the crocodile?
Yeah. That, but 6 apples.
Just eating them whole, core and all.
That's the size of 2 Hello Kitties.
And that was your Hello Kitty fact today from RPG Pals.
I like the scale of measurement.
So much on this show. Luke, I can't remember where the calendar is. What do we have going on today?
Today on the calendar, it's the Nope, we finished the 4th day of Flame Rule, so it is 5 Flame Rule.
5 whole flame.
Okay.
1 year, 5 days.
Well, I don't think Kier, are you planning to go and have practice with Corlia?
Good question. I think I'm planning on showing up.
Okay. You've got that. There is Zentarum business on your calendar around 8.
Okay. I'll do that too.
And then...
That'll be in like 3 episodes.
And then Grimshack is on Navenya's calendar, but that's the only thing planned. Because tomorrow is the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah!
Fair enough.
Like, Oi, out of seemingly nowhere, remembers, like, oh yeah, we got the Battle of the Bands tomorrow. And then just starts, like, drumming on the table. You know, like all excited, just completely oblivious to everything else.
And Navenia is just like, didn't make a re-entrance, is just lounging on a chair, tuning their banjalute.
That's extremely good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crash Banjaloo.
Yes.
I just got that for the Switch. Hopefully that'll be the game I beat by the next recording session.
And so, is it going to be Dodger and Koyos going to try and find that robot and stay out of the house?
Seems like it.
Yes.
Is anyone else going to join?
And we're going to have deep conversations and adventures and maybe rescue a panda, but I don't know.
So, I think Kier brings Nim from upstairs. And you were, of course, planning on bringing him with you, yes?
No, if we're being followed, we can't be seen with him.
And if you're being followed, they may inspect the place you just were.
I got a tip. As long as we keep out of the house, we should be fine.
Yes, I think that we includes our friend, probably.
Maybe.
Why hide them?
But if you guys want to hide them somewhere else,
They may be a fine practice partner. At the very least, a metronome. And I find an errant little spring hanging out of Nim and see if I can get it going rhythmically.
That's very forward.
Nim slapped her hand away.
Nim, come here. We should talk.
All right. Well, if you're okay with me making a quick stop, Koyos and Dodger, I would like to accompany you.
And I can probably leave some of the dogs here to guard
Yes.
the house to make sure nobody comes in.
Now, remember, there are 2 dogs without faces.
probably.
Well, they have faces, but no faces on cards, right? I pet Bowser and Roger, the 2 dogs that did not have faces in their cards.
Good note keeping.
I just remembered it off the top
What
of my
if-
head. I was just like, all right, these 2.
I take Nim on a little tour of the city. That way, if they're tracking Dodger, he's not with them.
Well, I think the first part is that's bad. Generally, after doing a very bad crime, you keep a low profile.
Who did a crime?
Him, this one, and I pointed to our wolf of
Nim?
sorts.
Oh,
And Dodger's just kind of looking off to the side and then down at his feet. But
Well,
Dodger, yes, but I'm not taking you.
And
I don't understand.
yes, my crime was stealing our friend.
Dodger, you forget who you're talking to. I'm a master of disguise, genetically superior to all others.
Mystique.jpg.
in the interest of keeping a low profile for your friend, perhaps I could be of service briefly. And I break out my internal disguise kit. I would like to disguise Nim.
As long as you ask them first.
What are you going to disguise him as?
Okay.
I was going to say, what are you going to do? Give him a nose.
Yeah, honestly, give them a nose, change their profile a little bit. Little bit of airbrushing to, make it so at a distance you wouldn't think it's a robot.
Can I assist?
I mean, let me drop a picture of a Nimble right into chat, so
Oh, so I know what I'm working with here.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't, but it's...
Uphill paddle, and I need to be specific. Okay. Does he have this metal beard?
Oh, Cervantes, I see.
I mean, he could. We haven't really described what Nim looks like because they don't really get a description because I think the game people are like, oh, no, you're going to let Nim pay for the crimes that they made creating life as an artificial entity.
I was
it's
picturing
like, no, not
a
today.
metal halfling of sorts. A real small
It's made
ribbit.
of wood.
I was imagining Clank from Ratchet and Clank, just a little bit.
So yeah, metal halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead it's more just like a very lanky, short person.
Yeah, I was thinking Star Wars droid,
Well,
so I was
Yeah,
way off.
I was kind of in the C-3PO mode. I think in that case,
Yeah.
it's going to be more costuming than makeup.
Did you say costuming?
Yes. So I think in this case, Kier would be assisting Navinia.
Fashion time.
Montage. Makeover.
I love how many fashion montages we have on this show.
This is why it's taken us a year to move 5 days.
We have an improbable amount of fashion montages.
No, every other podcast has an improbably low number of fashion montages.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. We're not the ones at fault here.
Get on our level.
Look, we're just following the D&D rulebook.
Just as Gary planned.
Yep.
It's every episode is just like 2 songs away from being an episode of Gem.
One day. All right. Luke, what do I roll to make over this robot?
Roll me a, what would be appropriate for Navinia to roll? Roll me a deception.
With advantage because I'm helping?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, the dice said 5. My deception's +5, so I get a 10.
So I think what happens is you like go up to your like closet case, but there are like 2 birds who have flown through your window and are sitting on top of the chest right now, and you do not want to move them, so you just grab like a bed sheet, and that's.
I think it's I get distracted talking to the birds. And then I'm like, oh, right, costume. Here, just wear this. And I hand them, like, I have in my inventory costume clothes.
There you go.
And I think it's just, like, a sweater vest and a button-up and, like, some nice slacks. It's just my library outfit. And it's really poofy in the chest and really skinny in the legs. And just, it's like putting on your dad's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Twin Vinya.
Like whenever I go to the library and do library things, I'm not a big person, but yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, let's wrap up this one. So, Dodger and Koyos are going on a journey to the somewhere.
With me. With Kier.
Mm-hmm. With Kier.
Dodger, Kira, and Koyos.
Yeah, I think it's just it's like Dodger and Koyos and Kier. And Dodger's looking very uncomfortably at Kier.
We're trying to find a nimble, right? We have a robot friend. What's going on?
And then Owen, Navinia, and Nim are going elsewhere.
Yeah, we're going on city tour.
I take them somewhere special.
All right. Well, that is what we will see the next time on RPG Pals Club.
Hello there. I've been Eric, aka Rhythm Bastard. You can find my music at rhythmbastard.rocks. You can support me by going to my Patreon at patreon.com/rhythmbastard. You can buy my merch at rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com.
I've been Gar Atkins, and you can follow me on Twitter at Sahoni_stuff. That's SAHONI_stuff. I work as a game designer and guest podcaster now. I'm currently working on a game called Exceptionals, inspired by X-Men, about the spaces and communities that marginalized people create for themselves. And I'm getting real close to first playable, so look out for that. I am also on a weekly political events podcast called Barking Points as a contributor.
I'm Gina Dazer. You can find me on Twitter at ADASER, a Dazer. That's my name. I'm an illustrator and game designer and cat wrangler occasionally. I just do a bunch of stuff, you know.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at Froonding_Loom. That's FROONDING_LOOM. You can also hear me on the Exiled podcast that we do with our Game Master Luke. Now, if you're hearing this at the intended time, we'll be wrapping up or we'll have just wrapped up. So thanks for listening to Exile. We've got a big old archive for you to dig into, and if you like RPG Pals Club, you'll probably like that.
I'm Madison Rowan. You can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRecrew. That is QUIPSTERRIKURU. All one word. Yeah.
And I've been Luke, your game master. When you are listening to this, we've had it out for a week or so already, but we now have a Discord that you can join. It's actually the Discord we record in. We just have that segmented off, but if you want to come and get some Discord Pokemon and talk about the show with other people, or, you know, just have a good support group of people online, feel free. It is usually linked on our Twitter, which is RPG Pals Club. Also, I'm online on Twitter at Coltreg. That's KOLTREG. Exiled got mentioned. I also still do multiversalq/ultiversalq at multiversalq.com/ultiversalq.com. You find us online at rpgpals.club. Please like, rate, and review us. Follow us on Twitter because we do contests so you get to occasionally name characters. We'll also put requests so you can get your own dogs in for dog cameos. We'll catch you later. Peace.